kids don't probably watch this because they don't want to hear about the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 review, and that's alright. I don't care. Maybe the people that do want to watch it after it's recorded will want to hear it. Maybe most people like me that know they ain't gonna go fucking pay to go watch a movie don't care if they hear it or not because it's gonna get spoiled eventually. Would like to hear my take on it. So, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Don't mind me. I'm just kind of zooming around, taking Junior to the park. Everybody had a good one last few days. So I went on Friday unexpectedly, and I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes before I start my review. If anybody in the chat don't want to hear any spoilers, I'll give it a minute because sometimes people just pop in my chat and say hi. I don't want to just spoil it, so I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna give y'all a warning, and then I'm gonna indulge in the movie. Nobody's in here. Alright, I was wanting to do this at my house, but excuse me, good lord. Bug wanted to go to the park, so here I am. I don't like neglecting him from going to the park. That's kind of close there, sis. He needs exercise, and I like to get him exercise as much as I can. So I forgot about taking him to this park specifically because last time I took him, there was a little bit of a problem with the kids playing baseball, and he wants to go run out in the baseball field. This park looks like it's got some situation. Parks are fun until there's a bunch of people there. Then they're not as much fun. So I'm taking you to the park, baby. You want to go to that one? Because we don't ever go to that one. All right, I'll take you to that one. You don't want to go to Boston, like we always do. I think you just got. There's a playground over there. There's like 5 over here. I'll take you to that one if that's where you want to go. But I don't want you messing with no adults. Don't go sitting by adults. Don't mess with any adults. You go play with the kids. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to that park. But if I see you sitting with adults and stuff like that, we're going home. I'll tell you right now. All right, I'm taking you. I mean, I'm going to where you want to go, babe. What do you want me to do? All right, we're going to that one. Cheer up. Cheer up. All right. Everybody's in there. I had a meltdown. My kid started freaking out. All right. I'm back. So when I get parked and I get him out of the car and he goes to this park, we'll check in with y'all. I'll give fair warning, and then I'm going to give my review. I'm taking you to the park you wanted to go to. You screamed at me you wanted to go so bad. I don't know why you would want to argue with me now. I'm taking you there. The other park had the spin thing on it, and that's the one you've been going to. But if they're playing baseball, that's not a great park either. So either way, probably phone. Oh, there it is. I just passed it up like a goof. Maybe I didn't do too bad. The park on the other side of it. I should have brought my basketball. I used to be able to come here and play basketball and let him play, but he finds a way to like mess with just the wrong people. Yeah, we're going, bro. Yes, baby. I'm taking you now. I have to wait for cars to get out of my way. Man, that JD's restaurant, I don't know how they stay open. It's like a. Yeah, baby. What up, Becker? How old is little Shaq? He's 5. I was lucky enough to get out of work early, so I'm just chilling at the house. Nice. Big Beckerman, what up? What is it, Bug? We're going to the park right now, Bug. I just got to park. This ain't a bad park. It's got a really cool old, like antique slide. And I believe this slide used to have a rock.
Can I go on that one?
Yes, I'm taking you. I'm taking you to this one.
I want to go on that one.
Oh my God! What do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing?
I want to go on that one.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, I don't know why it's so excited like this. All right. So hopefully you guys already seen the movie, and you can Lady F and Becker can hang out. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to talk about the movie if you haven't seen it. I'm the kind of guy that don't really care if I hear spoilers, and I know some people are. Now, if it's a movie I know for sure I'm gonna go watch in a few days, all right, give me your hand. You're not gonna run from me. All right, give me your hand. So I got him out of the car. I didn't bring anything in my pockets. There we go. All right, bub. Go have fun now, okay? Just leave adults alone. I don't know what I can tell them. You see like a mom and dad sitting there, just go walk right up to them. Hopefully since there's kids here, they'll be able to play. Alright. Let me check with y'all. Oh, okay. I haven't seen it, but I don't care about spoilers. I'm probably forget what you say time I see it. Good. Oh, you have seen it. Good. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. So I'm excited. I never get to talk about new movies when they come out. I'm always the guy in the chat that's like, nah, I haven't seen it. You know, unless it comes out on Disney or something pretty quick. I'll tell you, the quickest damn movie I've seen come out on Disney was Black Panther 2. Like, how long was that shit in the theater before it was on the fucking app? Because it was like instant. The way I saw it. I don't even remember having a chance to go see it at theaters. Anyways, I still haven't been able to see the Spider-Man movie. That's okay. And I haven't seen any of the DC shit. So, here, I'll show y'all what the kids are doing. I'll give you a better view than my dumb ass. Alright, hold on. Let's see if oh, here we go. I see it. There goes my kid. Alright. So, the movie, it starts off brutal. For anybody that's watching that don't want to hear spoilers, this is the time when spoilers are going to be gave. So, right off the bat, Star-Lord is depressed, he's drinking, he's broken up, he's missing Gamora. Gamora's alive. I don't know if he believes she's alive or not. What's her name? Gamora's sister, whatever the hell her name is, not Mantis, not... I don't know why I can't think of it right now. I was just looking at the book. But anyways, Gamora's sister says, no, she's alive. She just don't remember anything about you. Then how does she remember her sister, right? How does she know she's a raven? Ravens are like semi-outlaw guardians, a little more team-oriented than the Guardians are. It's like, I don't know how to explain the Guardians. Everybody's a fucking Guardian. Have kind of like sheriffs and shit back in the Wild West. Anyways, she's a raven, and God, I wish I could remember her name. What's her name? Tell me, guys. Nebula. Thank you. What up, Popster? So Nebula says she hires Gamora and a team to help out Star-Lord. Because, okay, I'm jumping the gun. All right, so the very first thing, like I said, Star-Lord's drunk and he's upset about Gamora. Rocket is trying to hang out with his buddy, okay? Right within the first 10-15 minutes of the movie, Warlock comes darting in. He does the Roman Reigns spear, Goldberg spear. He spears him through everything. Kind of a Superman mock-up superhero. Super duper strong. Kind of dumb though. Kind of green. He's not very bright. Not very experienced. So he's fighting and he's going after Rocket. So it's basically Warlock versus Rocket. Rocket didn't really have a chance. Rocket didn't really get a good opportunity to blast at him. I can't remember if he did or not, but I know that Warlock kind of messes him up pretty good. Nebula pops through. Nebula is kind of like the chick leader now because Gamora's gone. And she's got like this Iron Man technology shit going. She's got her little suit going. She's got her little proton cannon, blaster. Her whole body is a machine. And the whole time you're watching this damn movie, you're thinking, who's going to die? Who's going to die? Who's going to die? Guess what? I'll save it. I'll save it. All right. So Rocket gets messed up really bad, and they put what up aggressively? That's not her name. I think it is Gamora. Is it Gamora? I don't know how to spell her fucking name. All I know is I got a super high grade copy. First Gamora. Anyways, so Rocket's messed up real bad. Groot did something I've never seen him be able to do before. Groot gets obliterated to just be in the head, and he kind of spider twigs away from the shit. Well, within hours, he's back to being regular sized Groot. They made Groot so way more OP than he's ever been. I'm gonna have to rewatch Guardians 1 to see how strong Groot was in that, because this Groot we get this movie, dude, I'm telling you, dog, OP, overpowered Groot, super strong. Groot could do anything. Groot always could do anything. Groot's the GOAT, but I just got the vibe Groot was so strong. This movie was fantastic, by the way. So, big Groot gets his whole body blown up. He's just a head. He spider walks away. He turns back into Groot within hours. I don't know how he did it. I don't understand that part of the movie. That was the first hiccup I had. I must have went and got popcorn, or I did put more butter on my popcorn at one moment, but I don't think I missed much. I don't know if I missed anything. But so that happens. They put a health pack on Rocket. Rocket doesn't mesh with the he's rolling all over these kids. I wish you would give these kids some space, but of course you won't. Rocket don't mesh well because he has a kill switch with his heart, and that's comic book accurate. I'm pretty sure he has that kind of stuff going on with him, and that's typical Guardians type stuff. It's almost like Marvel's Suicide Squad, honestly. But careful, Bob, careful. So now they have to go find out where Rocket came from. And Rocket came from the High Evolutionary. They were creating these animal soul creatures, and Rocket was one of the early semi-successes. They take these animals and he gives them life, and it gets soul and the High Evolutionary, and he thinks he's God, and he's creating, and he creates a whole world. The High Evolutionary, he's a bit of a arrogant, super arrogant person. So the Guardians are like, all right, we gotta go find the High Evolution. We gotta get this code. We gotta figure out how to switch this kill switch. All of this stuff. They're not right. They're not using the slide right. Whatever. They're just playing. Let's see what they're saying. I like Swing Cam. Thanks. He created the Sovereign. Okay. Yeah, he created Counter Earth. He created a bunch of weird stuff. I'm just repeating a bad joke. Oh, okay, from Endgame. Right. So, they have to go find this code, right? And they go to, like I said, Nebula hired Gamora to help them get this code, whatever. So I want to talk about, where am I at now? I should have stayed seated, sit it down. Look. Okay. So here we go. Rocket is created by High Evolutionary, and High Evolutionary knows who Rocket is because Rocket is special. Rocket, most of these animal creatures, whenever he would try to create them, they would turn very violent. And Rocket wasn't one of those kinds. He was able to be one of the only ones he created that actually had a creative and was able to invent things. Like Rocket was special because he knew how to create. And he was actually talking to the High Evolutionary, Rocket was, and he was talking about his problem with these people being violent. And he was like, why can't they be like you? And Rocket actually was able to point out why. And when he told the High Evolutionary, and the High Evolutionary did it, the High Evolutionary was happy, but he also wanted to study Rocket's brain. So he was going to kill Rocket to learn what he got from the brain or whatever. And Rocket, that's where Rocket got his name from. He hopped in a rocket, he flew away, he got away, he tried to save his friends, he couldn't save them. The High Evolutionary is a bit of a wimp in this movie. Like, sure, he can create and all this stuff, but to be like as strong as I thought he was, get up, Bug! I'm gonna have to get him away from these kids. All right, yeah, I think I've seen enough. Bug up! Bugga! Hey, Bug! Easy, bud. Over here. Go play. All right. Use the slide right, Bug. You don't have to climb up the slide. So they're on their way to go see the High Evolutionary. Rocket had that bad history with them. And now Gamora is helping the Guardians again because Nebula hired her. Now, Rocket is, or not Rocket, Star-Lord is trying to get Gamora to remember him. And she won't. And she just keeps saying she's happier where she is now. This is who she is. She don't want to know him. It's very cold, very callous. I don't know what kind of cut culture. That's the only disappointing thing to me. Like, okay, easy, bub. All right, I don't know. This is bullshit. Look, go play over there or something, bud. Go. Listen, come here. Come here. Listen. Yeah, okay. This is what I was afraid of. Like, he was just going to start wrestling with kids and all this stuff shit. Of course he is. Behave, Bug. Hey, Bug. Try to behave, okay? Oh my God. All right. So they're all together and they're getting ready to go into the High Evolutionaries world or whatever. And they had to sneak in, and they all snuck in together. And Gamora didn't. She didn't know who he was. And I guess the moral of the story is that sometimes things just don't work out for Star-Lord. And, you know, that's part of his comic book history. He's a bit of a bachelor. So, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. So, they do the mission. A lot of things go wrong. You get to see Counter-Earth. You get to see the place where the High Evolutionary team's from or whatever. You get to do this and that, and it was fun. It was a lot of get up and go scenarios, like, okay, we're all grouped together, here we go. Okay, we're all grouped together, here we go. You know, the whole movie you kept thinking someone's gonna die, who's gonna die, and everybody has a chance to die. One point of the movie, Star-Lord kind of dies. He does the frozen thing in space, and Warlock saves him. And you know, what's Batista's damn character's name? I don't know. Anyways, Batista gets shot in the chest. You think he could die? He don't die. You always think that Nebula could die because she's just a robot. She does okay. She don't die. Gamora makes it. Rocket don't die. Drax lives. So they all live, and that's cool. By the end of it, they decide to break up the team. So the Guardians team is broke up at the end. That's kind of sad. And Gamora and Star-Lord just accepts the fact he don't know. It's never gonna work. Grab 3 more adults and get them to do the Dino Elephant Teeter. Yeah, that does look fun, but these kids don't. I don't know. Hey, Bug, play on this thing. I don't think it works that good, Pop. I don't know how good it works either. And these children are not the easiest kids to deal with, so I don't think it's gonna work out. Maybe at a different park, but go play on this thing, Bug, the teeter-totter. You don't listen. So yeah, that's the part that I didn't like the most, was that I was kind of hoping that Gamora would remember Star-Lord, and I said before I knew anything about the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that Gamora could come back because of the Soul Gem. There's a specific way the Soul Gem works, and I don't know if they filled the qualifications, or they did or they didn't, or what happened, but I was told by someone that reads comics more than I do, I didn't read the specific comic that told me that, but I do remember watching somebody say there's a chance Gamora isn't dead because of the way the soul gem works. And when she kind of just plummeted to her death, like Black Widow did, or whoever the fuck died, I don't know how it worked. I forget it all anyway. But it's just funny how she kind of remembers everything else. You don't think she knows Groot, but she might. She definitely remembers her sister. Um, definitely remembers her sister. Um, so that's it. Yeah, like that's the part I didn't like the most was that I was hoping that Star Lord would be able to get her to remember him, even if they didn't get together or whatever. And I don't know why they had to break up. It was a good movie though. Whenever they had a chance to get away from the High Evolutionary and they were on a spaceship or whatever they were doing, and they had to go save the animals and the people, and they saved everybody and they were on their way out, and Rocket was just like, you know what? He's like, I'm gonna face this. I'm gonna do this now. And they turned around and they started playing the Beastie Boys movie or the Beastie Boys song, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. That was my favorite part of the movie. That was like, okay, we're finally getting the let's everybody get together and go part, and we're gonna save the day. That was the big part. That part, and when Groot and Star Lord was facing High Evolutionary at first, and Star Lord didn't have any patience for this dude, and he rightfully so because he was bullshitting, and everybody's scared of him. And him and Groot just walked up in his shit, and Groot pulled out like 30 Mac 11s and took on the whole squad by themselves and got away. That shit was hard. And the shit with Rocket at the end where they went back and they blasted on the High Evolutionary and maybe killed him. And Star Lord ended up, I don't know if it was against Warlock or the High Evolutionary, but blew up his ship and blew up the person that was fucking with him and Gamora. There was a lot of good parts of that movie, but those are some of my favorite. And then they even had a little splice in there for Hulk Annual 5 because we got Groot to say something besides Groot. Groot said, I love you guys. So, you know, that's kind of like a Hulk Annual 5 kind of thing. And the books that I'm looking for now are like Guardians of the Galaxy Annual 1. Bug, don't start fighting, Bug. Come on. And maybe some Baby Groot stuff. I think the first Baby Groots are the Groot Small Series, issue 4 and 5. Get up, Bug. You're going to go home, buddy. You don't stop. You know, I'll get a first Nebula or first Mantis would be fun. I pretty much got everything except for first Groot. So there's only a few books that I'm thinking about getting. I'm sure I could run into. And that's the movie, man. I don't know. I think he should start his own babysitting service. I like hearing your commentary on kids. Lots of laugh. Yeah, Steve Whiting reminds me of Yondu. Is Yondu the one with the needle thing? Maybe a little bit. He's a little bigger than Yondu. Yondu's a skinny guy, but then there was that guy that kind of replaced the blue guy that was Quill's dad. He was doing the same stuff that he used to do with the needle and shit. And that's pretty good. They had that cool dog on there. I can't think of any part of the movie I'm leaving out. You know, Sylvester Stallone was in it for a little bit. I know one thing, I'm thirsty as shit. Thirsty. I'm gonna get some pop. So I think that's it. If people are here for want to come back and watch, there's no more spoilers. spoiler free or whatever you want to call it. That was my review. I don't know if I'll do another one. I think I hit about everything I wanted to talk about. Pretty good review. That's a good Diet Dr. Pepper, boy. Did I? Probably did. The blue dude with the red mohawk, right? Oh, that's the same one. Okay, Yondu. Who was the apprentice of Yondu that had his powers now? That guy was pretty cool too. He wasn't bad. I like the sidekick, the dog. The dog was strong as shit. That was the same dog talking to Stan Lee in a lot of them cameos. It was a fucking good movie. It was a good one to go see at the theater. Now, I went into it thinking it was an hour and a half movie because we took Boog with us, and Melody told me that, and I always never just trust what Melody says because she's full of the shit lately. I don't want to talk about my girlfriend on here too much, but she was trying to trade her car away for a car that wasn't that nice, and my mom helped her pay off her car, and she just seemed really spontaneous the last few days. Just super urgent. I'm a jerk because I always say no. It's like you always ask me these crazy ass questions. I went to so I told her, yeah, I do tell you no. And when you do break me down and I say yes to something I originally say no to, I usually pay for it in the long run. I'm not going to explain why and talk about why the car she was wanting wasn't a good idea. Or if it was a good idea, it was still a bad idea. It's just one of those things I didn't want to deal with right now. And she brought it up to my mom. My mom don't want to deal with that shit right now. And we got over that now. But it's always something. She's like probably a little manic, little something ain't perfectly right with Melody. I'm trying to figure it out and help her, but it'll be all right. I'll make it work. It'll be fine. And what was my point? What was I saying? I forget. It's always something around here. He's in Human 2. Cosmo, Yantwo. Yeah, I don't know the white dude's name. Bug has this cool t-shirt on today, but he just wants to roll in the dirt. Bugga! But are you taking your shoes off now? What are you doing? It's almost like he's wanting me to take him home, I think. Okay. Okay, bub. That's good. Go play now. Thank you. What was I saying? That wasn't my kid. Oh, there were some previews that were good. They have an Aerosmith final tour preview that was pretty good. My girlfriend was just talking about getting some Aerosmith tickets. I'm not the biggest Aerosmith fan. I think they're good. They're not my favorite. They're my girlfriend's favorite. Of course, they're her favorite, because it's probably the most expensive shit you can do besides Beyonce or Jay-Z or something. And that was good. And there was another preview that was good. It was another Indiana Jones movie. There's an Indiana Jones movie coming out with Harrison Ford as Indy's retirement tour. And it sounds good. My mom was thinking about getting some tickets for Aerosmith, but she said if they're $200 a piece, she's probably not going to do it. And I can't blame her. Like, they should have cheaper tickets, $200, but whatever. You know, I don't fucking care that much. I'm probably not gonna go even if they do get a ticket. Like, oh no, that kid just fell in mud. Oh my gosh, poor little guy. You okay, bud? You all right? You're okay. I used to go to Ollie's every now and then and see if they had books. They never have any good Booga! Over here, Bug! He's just leaning against the fence. I don't know why he's doing that. Can you see him? All the way over there by that slide. That was a slide that used to have a rocket. I believe it is. I think that's a really, really, really old slide. Like probably 50, 60 years old. That slide is. Look, the kid's trying to tell him, listen to your dad. He's like, oh, don't worry about what I do. Booga! Thank you, buddy. Booga! He ain't gonna listen. So, yeah, they had some good previews, trailers. Hey, baby. Try to breathe out your nose, guys. I was walking out my back door the other day and a damn bug flew down my throat. It was so gross. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was probably a damn mosquito. Who knows? The dog was a letdown? Why was the dog a letdown? Dope. Justice, I'm done with the spoilers, unless you guys want to keep talking about it. But, yeah, man, it was a good movie. It was probably the best movie I've been to in a while. I didn't want to give it Love and Thunder recognition, because I truly am a big Love and Thunder fan. I've watched that movie 10, 15 times. I've just watched it enough to where I have found some flaws. This kid keeps throwing stuff at my kid, and it's going to make me mad. Hey, please don't do that. But, heard it was good though. It was Rocket should have died and Howard the Duck should have took his place. I haven't seen it yet. Dope, I would have been down for that. Need more Howard. Yeah, they did show Howard the Duck for a millisecond, and it's dirty how they do Howard the Duck, man. He could be such a big time character. Maybe I have faith that like Howard or Duckpool. Have y'all ever read that Duckpool series? I had like 10 or 15 Duckpool first appearances, and I probably sold them all. I might have a couple at home because I remember getting the series when it came out. But my shop had like 10 or 12 of them, and they had the 1 of 10 Bellagio variant, or whatever the hell it is, with the weird face like a Mortal Hawk. I think it's a double page, or whatever you want to call it. So I got all them and sold them. That kid keeps dumping mud on the damn slide. Bug. Come on, babe. You don't have to play on the slide. Yeah. You don't like mud. Mud's not fun. Not that bad. Howard is in all 3 Guardians. Yeah. I hated his CGI in the first Remember with the Duck. Lobo the Duck. Lobo the Duck. I do have some of them, don't I? I think I do have some Lobo the Ducks. I never did get Destroyer the Duck. Kirby creation. Who created Howard the Duck? I don't even know. I'm glad I got a first raccoon. It's very depressing to see that none of these books are popping. I think that maybe Iron Man 55 popped. a little bit because I went and seen how much my copy might go for now, and it might be a little bit more, but I gotta put into consideration that the one I got is not white pages, it's brown pages, cream or whatever you want to call it. Stay out of the dirt, bug. So mine probably would go for cheaper than a regular. I got a 3.0, and it's got some chipping and some stuff going on with it. But hey, man, I always wanted a 55. Always wanted an Iron Man 1. I've gotten all the books I always wanted, so I'm very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. I never would have thought I could get a fucking Iron Man 1. I know people always make fun of New Mutants 98, but hey, that's my favorite modern character. Deadpool is one of the reasons I started collecting, and specifically Deadpool Circle Chase 1 was probably the best origin issue. It wasn't a first appearance. It wasn't a first appearance, but it gave me. It felt like an important issue to me when I had it, and even whenever I first got it, I think it was like a $10 book. But so I got a bunch of like Deathmate, Circle Chase, all the Reign of Superman. Dan Jurgens' Death and Reign of Superman is my favorite story arc in the history of comic books. And I know it's basic stuff, and there's other things that are better than that, according to other people. But for me, for the way I experienced that, and all of the comic tricks and trades that Jurgens used, I thought it was really neat. These kids won't stop playing with dirt. It gets on my damn nerves. Okay, bud, you're just playing in the dirt now. What the You're okay. As long as you ain't the one doing it, I guess. What am I saying? Oh, New Mutants 98. Yeah, Circle Chase 1 was definitely one of the more impactful comics I had as a kid. I had Death of Superman. I had Batman. First Azrael. I thought Azrael 1 was first Azrael or 5-0, whatever. And I was wrong. It's a different comic. I looked it up the other day. But I don't have all the DC keys. I would like. Careful, baby. Here, I'll help you. I'll help you. Hold on. I'm coming to help. Ready? Are you ready? Whee! You see his comic shirt. These guys, Dinosaur Battle number 203 or something. I can't read it from here. Number 3. I don't know if that's a real comic or not. I don't know. Kind of looks like one. Kind of looks like the Dinosaur and Cadillacs comic to me. Wee, 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 wee. Hey, babe, don't play in the mud too much, okay? You hear me? Don't play in the dirt. You're definitely getting a bath tonight. Looks like you got dirt all over your mouth. Wee! Oh, wee! He's pretty well behaved around kids and stuff. Sometimes he messes with adults too much. But he's not really picking on kids kind of kid. You don't get in fights. People get violent with him. He just kind of goes with the flow, and you don't ever want to get hurt, but he's not like a fighty kid, you know? Wee, wee! Wee, wee! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you done? All right, all right. Anyways, yeah, I like New Mutants 98. Everyone thought I had that. Iron Man 1. That's a very big book, important book to me. Silver Surfer 1. You kidding me, dude? Oh, he's killing me. Now he wants me to teeter-totter with him. Oh, God. Why did I do this at 42? Why did I do this so old? I'm way too old for this. I should have did this 20 years ago. Melodies of Goof. Alright. I don't know if I can do this, bub. I'll try. Oh. You okay? Yeah, Silver Surfer 1. I remember the second LCS in my town had one, a raw copy. They had it behind glass, and it had it marked for $900. And this is back when 4 or 5 years ago, right? Whenever even the people I met on YouTube, nobody had like monster books. It was rare if you knew somebody that had $1,000 book. I mean, a couple of us had some pretty big books. I knew 84 had that first Harley Quinn, like 8.5. Looking back, you know, it's probably like a $600 book or something. Anyways, that's not easy for Dad to do, babe. Not real easy for me to do on one leg. I wish one of your friends might help you. Yeah, the kids who are playing the dirt with, why don't they do this? Okay. All right, I'll stop. Good. What? Okay. What? You're talking even quieter. What?
I need big.
You need big? Okay. All right. So yeah, he had a Surfer 1 for $900, and I had no way of processing that. Like, it probably wasn't worth that much money. I don't think it was like a mint copy, but this town is poor. Like, we haven't seen a book like that in a shop since then. The guy shut down. I tried to buy a Captain America 100 from him. He had it out in his raw issues. He wouldn't sell it to me. He grabbed it as soon as I grabbed it. He was like, "Oh, that ain't for sale." He just didn't want micro hands. I didn't know how to comprehend buying a $100 book back then. I tried to get, you got the first Doomsday? I don't. I've sold all my copies because it's a fairly easy book to get, but I just don't want to spend $10, $15 on getting it. And I've had one or two, and I think I sold them both. I don't think I have a copy right now. I'd like to have all them Doomsday keys, but I kind of look at those books as like a little easier to replace and just a good enough key to maybe make me $5 or $10. But I do. You okay? That's what you gotta be careful, babe. Careful. I don't know if you understand how physics work. You get on the other side of that bar, you're gonna land on your face. See? Once you use the slide, nobody's using the slide, nobody's using that whole thing. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think I'm about ready to wrap up. He's not gonna let me sit down. All right, stop. Whoa. I was trying to. I can't sit on it because I can't get back up if I get down, babe. This is all you can get out of me. I'm not doing it. You're too small. Easy. I can't do it. You're too small. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do that. It don't work. I'm too big. It don't work. There's swings. You want to go swing, baby? Bugga, you want to go swing? Come on, let's go swing. You gotta hold on real tight. These are for big kids, okay? Okay. Yeah, it's a delicate game we play. Trying to get these damn books. Right now, I'm thinking about, I gotta pay off this one book. I'm gonna send some money tomorrow. I've been saving up for it. And my birthday. Okay.
No, turn around.
You want to go that way? Why?
That's how I want to go.
Okay. Are you on there good?
Yeah.
All right. All right. You ready? Okay. Hold on good. Rocket might be a top 3 MCU character 30 years from now. Kids that grew up will always love Rocket. Rocket is up there with Spider-Man and movie cells. That last movie made that trilogy very solid. The Guardians of the Galaxy is a real deal. I mean, they just beat the piss out of they made High Evolutionary look like a wimp. And the dude that played the High Evolutionary is a good actor. Like, he felt for real cringe and made me feel like I didn't want to be in there around that guy. Like, that guy was annoying. Everybody turned on him at one point because he was too bossy, and he's just a bit of a dick. And sometimes you gotta stand up to people like that, these tyrants. This whole counter-Earth thing. I would like to find these books with these stories in them. I would guess it's the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. I don't know if this is a legit canon story or not. There was pieces of it that I could point to certain issues, like when they was going to meet the High Evolutionary and they met all the other bubbly looking guys, where they were. That's pretty well recognized for me. I could understand that. The Warlock stuff, you had some stuff in there you kind of picked up on. They made Warlock a little too dummy. But he was strong and he's lovable, and guess what? He might be a Guardians of the Galaxy now. He might be one of the leaders, and he is strong. Stupid strong. Nothing could hurt that guy. He could do whatever he wants. So there's a lot of Warlock stuff, but they didn't portray him perfectly. They made him dumb. You want first appearances of all them characters, but that's not easy. But anything to go with the story, I don't know if any of the stuff makes sense. It seems like it's all a new piece of content to me. I don't know if they did this High Evolutionary arc. I don't remember all this stuff. I'm gonna have to check out my first Rocket Raccoon to kind of understand it. I don't think that has anything really makes sense. I'm sure I'm not going to see that otter and all that other stuff. Anyways, I think I'm going to get out of here, man. I think I killed off everybody. Bugs got me doing stuff with them, so thanks for coming and listening to me give my review and complain about being at a park. I will see y'all soon. Comic Collector Club Friday. Big Comic Collector Club Super Show coming. Hopefully my friends will join me. And what's on the docket? I want to do more hangouts at the crib with my books. Maybe talk some junk. maybe, you know, I still need to make a little bit of money apparently. Not really looking for books. If I was going to spend 20 or 30 bucks on a book right now, oh, I know what I'd want. If I was spending 20 or 30 dollars, I'd probably get me one of those what are they called, like a baguette style necklace with diamonds. They have them for 20, 30 dollars. They look really cool. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my red shirt. But yeah, if I do make a little bit extra money, I'll probably just get me like a pair of sunglasses and a necklace. But right now, you all right, Bob? It looks like you guys butt wet. Great. Well, I'm gonna have to take him home. You guys butt wet. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out.